you.
Hey, what's up, guys? Boys, Skills here. Today, I'm bringing you a domination match on Cracked. One of my first Black Ops gameplays for you guys. Actually, the first one I have for you on PlayStation. So, let's do this, get some work done. I'm actually using my Ghost class right now, where I would get in their spawn and stay there without them knowing me or seeing me on the radar. Unless they have a Blackbird, which is highly unlikely, but, it's always possible. My setup actually is, I believe, the M14 silenced. I'm not too sure what the secondary was. Probably Python's Akimbo. But my perks were Ghosts, Sleight of Hand, and Ninja. So, I can get in and out without them hearing me or any of that stuff. So you see, I'm trying to stay a little stealthy, and here's actually my first error. I kind of get into a gunfight, which I lose, but I just, as you can see right there, my second error is actually the C765 or however you say that, full auto. It's an okay secondary. I'd actually prefer the Python as of now. I mean, I used to think that pistol was all that, and then it's got a little bit of recoil in it, and it actually decreases the damage once you put the full auto attachment to it. But I'm talking a little bit too much on the gameplay right now. I'm not that kind of guy. I got a couple things to talk to you guys about today. One of which being my Modern Warfare 2 montage and a couple other things like that. So, first to start with that, my Modern Warfare 2 montage was supposed to come out about a week ago-ish like that. My editor is having trouble uploading it to Zshare and getting it to a file sharing website. So because of that, unfortunately, it can't come out. So all those clips ultimately went to nothing, especially because I deleted all the files, so I can't really show you guys myself. So I'm just going to do a Black Ops montage with him, and it'll be his last edit. So, you guys still have something to look forward to. And then maybe after that Black Ops montage, I'll probably do a huge montage with my fellow mates in this game, like my personal friends in school. We'll see how you guys like that, and then maybe we can move on to a community montage or something like that. We'll see how everything goes, though. I'm not too sure about what's gonna happen just yet. Next thing I want to talk about is, in case you guys don't know, Star for Hire. He's been trying to, unite the PS3 community, or the community in general, and I want you to check out his latest video. He's really aiming toward you guys, the community, and as well as other directors in this community. Try to get them all together like it should be, instead of just having the Xbox guys on their own little level, and the PS3 guys don't have any really, the big names don't even play with each other. So we're trying to get them all together, see what happens, and hopefully we can do something about it. And yeah, so check out the video. I'll leave you guys an annotation and a link in the description. Now, one of the other things I wanted to talk about this game, this gameplay right here. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of tips on using the M14, as well as being able to stay in the spawn, because this is the part of the gameplay where you will see me, hang around in their spawn, pick up a Blackbird or two, and just continue to do work in there. Like, number one, if you want to stay in their spawn, whether you like it or not, in my opinion, you're gonna need Ghost. I mean, in case they get a UAV by killing 3 of your teammates, or 2 if they have hardline. I mean, you don't want them to see you on their radar. I mean, the only real way they should see you on their radar is if they get a Blackbird, which should come out of a care package. So, if you're spawn trapping them correctly, you shouldn't need to, worry about any Blackbirds coming out, because they shouldn't be able to get a UAV unless they're really lucky. So you see right here, that little building is where they're mainly gonna spawn. And this guy fails on me, and I kind of make a little fail until I get him. But I'm running my UAV, being a little bit of a team player. Trying to stay stealthy, and at the same time help my teammates find out where they're spawning. Because this is actually one of my first games in Cracked, beside the Xbox gameplay I gave to you guys, where I'm actually trying to learn the spawns and the domination side of things. So, it's a new game, so, it's good to run UAV every now and then. you got to use the UAV and find out where they're spawning from. So then later on when the game comes out, you can use your napalm, and you don't need a UAV. You use like a napalm or whatever you need, and it should get you a couple kills, because that's just generally gonna spawn. It's common sense. It's about getting into the game, and so I'll get you guys some tips with the M14. You guys see I'm running silencer with it. In my opinion, that's my favorite attachment with it. I mean, I tried red dot. I think the recoil makes it, the recoil's fairly high when you use the red dot, and they will hear you. I mean, with any attachment, you're gonna have the recoil, but ultimately, if you use the silencer, they won't be able to hear you. So you just have to hit them with about 2-3 bullets, and they'll be donezo. So you stay behind them. You want us to get in there and just use your trigger finger to your advantage, because that's your fire rate right there. That's what I love about these guns. You choose the fire rate, whether it's gonna be slow or it's gonna be fast. It's all depending on how you're gonna play, your style. So you guys see I'm running concussion grenades here, I believe. Concussion grenades are like stun grenades, just a little different name for it. But I wouldn't count too much on this concussion grenades in this game. I've actually been pretty surprised with them. I mean, sometimes you throw a concussion grenade and they still get their shots on target. What are you gonna do? I mean, I'm gonna try Nova Gas in a little bit, see how that works. I've actually heard that you can kill someone in a while, with just the Nova Gas itself. So you see, I called the napalm strike right on their spawn, because I knew that was their spawn and they're gonna spawn there, even without the UAV. So that's how I ended up getting the double kill. And for anyone else that goes through it, they will be killed by the fire. So in this game, I'm running the UAV, napalm, and Blackbird. I just like to run the Blackbird every once in a while, because it's like a 1-minute UAV. It's like it's a nice way to get kills, and you're about to see probably the biggest fail in Black Ops history right here. Cook a nade, and then I just freaking dingus move right here, just blow myself up. I don't know. I was kind of laughing at myself at that point for that. Well, it's a game. You shake it off. You learn from your mistakes. I mean, I'm still learning the process of the map at this point. I know most of it now, especially my favorite map, which is at this point it's probably Launch. Launch actually reminds me of Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2, because there are a lot of nice spawn traps. It's very easy to spawn trap. I actually do a good one-man spawn trap in that map if I get to the right position. So it's nice to one-man spawn trap at sea. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I might do a video of that in the future, like how to spawn trap in different maps. Launch runs you Scrapyard because there's a spawn kill. I found out myself. Basically what I do when new games like this come out, I just strap on classes and just try new stuff, because trying stuff is gonna get you successful, and it'll learn you what not to do at the same time. So one time I tried a little rush, and I ended up getting a nice spawn triple. So from the get-go. So it's nice to do. Try stuff out with different maps, guys. Experiment. It's not about the KD. It's not about any of that stuff. The whole point of games was to have fun, and it still is to have fun, or at least should be. People taking games seriously, I mean, I don't see any point in it, if you really ask me. Competitive gaming wise, I used to do game battles, and then I said, the hell with it. As you see, a nice multi-kill right here. I mean, I said the hell with it. I mean, not only was my partner a game battles addict, but at the same time, it just wasn't fun anymore. I mean, the first couple times it was fun, because you're new to it. You're not expecting a lot. You just oh, this is cool. I mean, it's private match. You're really eliminating the flaws of the game. This was back in Modern Warfare 2, by the way. So there were no shotguns, none of that stuff. So I'm like, this can't limit the flaws. And then at the same time, you have guys that are camping, going for win all the time. But I might go in more in depth in a later commentary. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys check out Pwn Star's last video, guys. It's very important. Anyway, guys, peace.